When you were thinking about doing the guest room restyle, what were you hoping to achieve?
I was hoping to just create a little bit more sophisticated look. When we did the bedrooms originally, it was right at the end of the new build phase, and we were very limited on colour choice we could have because of the new plaster, and it was all being done in a hurry because we were rolling on to phase 2 of the house refurbishment. So I didn't really spend a lot of time on it, and although it was okay, it didn't have any warmth or I don't know, just sophistication.
You were exhausted in all your ideas and you didn't have time and energy to kind of put your love and care into this space.
Yes, and I think also budget was straining at that stage, so it really was make quick choices, just get it done, because my husband and I had to move into this room while phase 2 was done, so we were up against time limits and just didn't have the energy really to do it well.
So then when starting on these 2 guest bedrooms, what you were kind of envisaging, did you have any ideas in mind to start with?
I don't think I really had a clear vision, and that's kind of why I reached out for some help. There are so many choices in the interior design world. There are so many wonderful pictures, and Pinterest is like a rabbit hole you can spend hours going down. But if you don't do it all the time, it's really hard to hone in on getting the right choices and the right combination of things. And I don't have a lot of time to put into it. It was really important to me to be focused and to actually have a bit of a vision.
And it's really nice for us both to work together, collaborate on ideas.
Helped me be able to make choices from a limited palette that had been refined from the conversations that we'd had, so that we were on the same page.
So how would you describe your design style?
This being a modernist house and grade 2 listed, that's had a very strong influence on the style that I wanted to use here.
Very distinctive styles and material use in the building was really nice to draw upon, wasn't it, when we were kind of looking at colours?
Yes, very much
and
so.
Materials too. Quite nice to have an anchor point almost to help you refining your style. It helps when choosing the furniture and different fabrics. It's really brought in that kind of mix of modern with the mid-century feel in a really cohesive way. So working with me as an interior designer, did you feel that it helped bring together how you look at colour and with fabrics and textures and patterns?
Well, I did your colour workshop a couple of years ago, because I think I'd say naturally I'm not very brave with colour, and I found that really helpful, the sort of creation of the mood board and looking at the different textures and colours, and I did use some of that in another part of the house. I felt more obviously confident when we started working together that you would bring that broader range of experience and lots of samples, because again, it's so difficult to just be overwhelmed by that if you don't do it all the time. But the curated sets of, these fabrics go together, and then there's a branch to the left or a branch to the right, and depending upon my reaction to them, you could take me in either direction. So I think it makes me more confident and probably braver with the fabrics, just because it's a big and quite expensive commitment when you're putting up new curtains and new fabrics and everything, so you really want to feel confident that you're going to love it when it's done.
And as you say as well, often when we're all looking online at colours and at how a room scheme looks, actually when you get the products through, it's nothing like the same colour, and kind of that the mix of how the screen changes to reality is so different.
So being able to actually have samples and have some larger samples once we've sort of isolated from the little ones, and to use sent for a couple of larger samples, so I could actually sort of drape them over the window or look at them in different lights. And I find that really helpful to go, yes, I'm really confident in that, because for me, the curtain fabric, when I saw the first sample, I really liked the small sample. Then I got a bit nervous about, is it going to be too much? But having the bigger sample and being able to sort of hold it up and think about it for a while made me think.
And the light, the shine of it, and the feel and the weight of it. It's good to get that. It's always good to have a sample of each. When we were looking at beds, we were discussing about having maybe this zip and link option, and again with the headboards, having a bit of a fun play with pattern and different shapes. And the Odd Company were brilliant, weren't they? And I wanted to get your take on working with the Odd Company and how you feel about the beds that we've now got.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm really thrilled, and the Zip and Link combination is definitely the right one. It gives much more flexibility for guests, and it's lovely. It's a lovely big bed when it's zipped together. No, I thought it was great working with The Odd Company. They were very flexible. They did lots of different designs as you and I changed ideas, looked at this, refined that, tried different fabric patterns, and I love the upholstery around the bed bases, and the fact we could have these ones on legs rather than with divan drawers, because that just suited the look that I wanted in here. No, I think they've been
and
been
the
great.
Flexibility of the fabrics, wasn't it, as well, that we could get the kind of that luxurious feel with the velvets, and again mixing in with the Kansas stripe.
Yeah, and we did have various iterations, didn't we, of whether we would have one very big headboard or two individual ones, and because of some of the practicalities around where power sockets are and so on, we ended up with the two single ones. But when they're pushed together, The Odd Company have done really well with the pattern continuation, so it does look like a single continuous headboard, so I'm really pleased with that.
And the mattresses, they're great as well, because you had got a mattress also for your bedroom, for the main bedroom, but having as guest bedroom mattresses, you opted for kind of the middle of the range mattresses as well, and they're fantastic quality too.
Absolutely, and so far all guests have had a very good night's sleep.